So, just days after Donald Trump okayed a bombing of three sites in Iran that were for nuclear enrichment, he is now declaring that the war between Israel and Iran, that obviously the United States now has a part to play in or played a part in, is over. Here's what he posted on Monday night. Truth Social. Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in-progress final missions for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. Okay. Is this real? Great question. So what Donald Trump is saying is that there will be a 12-hour ceasefire, right? That, I don't know that means that the war is over. It means there'll be a 12-hour ceasefire. Obviously Donald Trump wants the war to be over, right? He wants to be able to say, look, we went in, we bombed these three sites in Iran. It weakened Iran even more than what the Israel strikes had done in the previous week. And I effectively ended it. It was a targeted strike. No one was tough enough to do what I did in the past, but I went in and did it. And it's not an extended war like the war in Afghanistan or the war in Iraq. And I'm a great man of history, and there's a ceasefire. Now, there's not a ton of corroboration for what Trump is claiming here. That doesn't mean that he's wrong. I don't know that we know enough to know whether he's wrong, at least as of Monday evening. But I would be slightly skeptical because this is someone in Donald Trump who we know this about him. He tends to exaggerate. That's being kind. He is someone who creates a reality for himself in a lot of times, but both in his personal life and as president. And so remember right after the bombings in Iran over the weekend, Donald Trump came out and said, all of Iran's nuclear capacity has been eliminated. We completely and totally destroyed all these three facilities. But then if you listen to some other military folks, United States military folks, come out, they said, well, we don't totally know yet. The assessment hasn't really been done. It's too soon to know. And clearly, we damaged these places. It's too soon to know whether we've totally destroyed Iran's ability to make nuclear weapons. So Trump, gets farther and farther out on a limb. So Trump insisting there's going to be a permanent ceasefire forever. He told NBC News on Monday night that the ceasefire agreement would last forever. Those are his words. Maybe it will. I mean, again, I'm not saying it won't, but I think you have to be very cautious because remember, number one, Donald Trump, as I said, he is a serial exaggerator at minimum. That's being nice. Number two, Donald Trump wants this badly to be true, right? Donald Trump wants it to be the case that he came in, unlike past presidents since the Iraq War, he came in, he decided he was going to use American military force. It worked. And it ended this war, and Iran, with the exception of bombing a U.S. or sending some missiles at a U.S. airbase in Qatar, didn't really push back all that much, and see, it was clean and neat and easy. It might be clean and neat and easy, but I would suggest to you that it also might not be, right? Just because Donald Trump says it's over does not mean that two sovereign nations, Israel and Iran, say that it's over. Just because there's a 12-hour ceasefire that Donald Trump is saying has been agreed to doesn't mean that the hostilities are over forever, or even over for this week, or even over for this month. This is wishful thinking. It doesn't mean it's wrong. Sometimes wishful thinking is right, but Donald Trump announcing it on Truth Social is not the same thing as Iran and Israel coming and shaking hands, or formally having a ceasefire that lasts beyond 12 hours, or any ceasefire at all. To be totally candid, as of taping this, I'm on the West Coast. I'm taping this at about 5:30 on Monday night. We don't know that there's a ceasefire at all. All we know is Donald Trump has said there's a ceasefire. So, take it with a grain of salt. As everything with Donald Trump, this too. It could be true. He's obviously in a position to know a lot more than I am or you are, but that doesn't mean it is true. He has a tendency to fake it until he makes it. He wants there to be a ceasefire, and therefore that caused by the U.S.'s decision to get involved on Israel's side and bombing Iran sites, but that doesn't make it true. So have a little bit of skepticism. And we'll keep going back and checking on this. I am on the West Coast. I am on vacation. I'm not going to be making as many videos as I normally do this week because I'm on vacation, but I will make videos where I think it makes sense. So I hope you check them out. I hope you support me. I hope you subscribe. I hope you tell your friends about it. I hope you comment and like this video. This will be my background, at least for this week. I'll make a few videos when I think it's appropriate. So I hope you subscribe. Support independent news creators, people who are calling balls and strikes no matter what uniform the batter at the plate is wearing. Take care.